Well, amigos, coming at you with an update on the basement, and some drawings, some video of what I might be able to do downstairs to get the layout moving along. So let's take a look at that. Good morning, my friends. Here's a look at the basement here. I'll do a slow pan across the areas that will need some creativity because of access doors that I've got down here. But I've got a nice long wall in the back, and then another wall here on the side. But anyway, that all will be pretty straightforward. It's when we come into the door areas, like this door here. In the very far back, you can see the throne room. And then we come out into kind of a hallway there. And on that left stretch of wall there and along the hallway, I kind of envision a staging yard or something like that. But then I need to be able to build the benchwork in such a way that we can get into that door there, because that's the access door to the water heater and the furnace, and you gotta get a new water heater. I'm probably gonna be due. This condo basement here is about 10 years old, so everything's about 10 years old and just in time to need to be replaced. So that's that one door there. I'm interested about that stretch of wall along the hall to the throne room. The door you see on the right that's just kind of half cracked open, that's the stairways down to the basement. And then we come across here to yet another door. That's access to storage. A little storage room there. And then it goes underneath the stairs. And what you don't see along the hallway there so much is the dispatcher's office. So here again's another sweep of the challenges where the walls, where some, I don't know what to call it, some tables are going to have to span across the room to connect with the rest of the shelf layout along the walls, spanning those two doors there. The storage room door right there in the center, and then coming across to that furnace room door, and then maybe having that staging yard along that one wall to the throne room there. So that's my troublesome areas. You can see I got a little track laid out on the floor for the time being. And but I think there's great potential for a great layout if I can solve those problems. And of course, I'm counting on you guys in the YouTube community to offer me some suggestions on how to go about it. Okay, let's look at the basement schematic I posted the other day, and I've done some drawing on here to give an idea of what the layout might look like. The pink here is kind of where I'm going to have to span the basement in form of a table of some kind in construction. Here I'm looking at some kind of a pull out or swing out or whatever to be able to walk inside, which would be nice to walk instead of duck under. But that is would have to be kind of a freestanding table with legs and fairly solid that would connect to the shelf mounted part of the layout, which is this green area here that runs around the room, all the other three sides here. I do have kind of a necessary pinch point here behind an entertainment center there that I've got to have a fairly narrow shelf and likely a single track at that point running along here and then coming back out. So I'm looking at, like on this wall here, 1.5 feet wide would be nice. The wall over here, 2 foot wide would be fine, and maybe you know, a peninsula of some size sticking out, maybe making it 4 foot wide or a little bit more there, for a little opportunities for something. Yeah, I don't quite know yet. I haven't done anything on terms of laying out a track and all those other details of the layout. Just kind of framing up what space I have and can use. Now over here is where I mentioned earlier that staging track, yard, whatever, running along this one wall down this hall on the way to the throne room there. The issue is, of course, getting to the furnace, to the water heater. You know, water heater's gonna have to come out one of these days, so would have to disassemble, pull out, you know, a sizable perhaps pull out to make easy access to get down the stairs and put in a new water heater, or heaven forbid a new furnace. One of you guys mentioned, you know, maybe running a line through the storage like this over into the dispatcher's office for a staging yard. The wall along here isn't exactly a straight wall, you know, it actually sticks out here, so it would have to be kind of a curved affair. It's still kind of a doable thing, but the storage is nice being a condo, there's not a lot of storage available. So that's kind of what I'm looking at this stage of the game. Again, kind of the problem areas that I think the shelf layout aspect is pretty straightforward. I really like Bill Graham's videos were inspirational for me for going, yeah, that's exactly what I could do. And thanks, Bill, for those videos. And I would like to have that room spanning section here. I would like to be able to have continuous running all the way around, if possible. It doesn't seem like a insurmountable thing to rig this up, though. It must take some pretty good skill to match this table with your shelf layout just perfectly. So the basement is carpeted, and I kind of wonder, well, how do you plan for it's gonna sink in, how much, your table legs sink in how much into the carpet? How do you figure all that to make it as even a flow of the whole layout as possible, and including this junction area here of a staging yard with this table crossing the room. So anyway, that's where I'm at today, and I do appreciate any comments, suggestions, pointers, referrals to other videos, other YouTube sites. That would be, real helpful. My previous layout was a 4x6, the sacred sheet of plywood. So this is a big expansion for me, but like I said the other day, I'm getting the hunger to go get some lumber, and looking forward to moving on and getting started. So thanks.